One sec, I'll be right back.
Here's one that's kind of...
Enjoy this loop.
Oh, beautiful. Good. I feel like he's really here.
He looks like he's dead inside when he's doing this. Sorry, Ben.
As a culinary school student, this is one of my favorite questions to get to know people. What is your favorite memory of food? The greatest meal you ever ate, the most memorable thing, or the weirdest and most unique snack?
Boom.
Jordan,
I have a story already here to go.
Great. Yeah, hit us up.
Yeah. So my favorite food memory. What? Graham?
I just looked down at Graham and I'm like,
dead eyes.
He's so into this. I'm glad. He's like, tell me the story.
Yeah, Jordan, please tell me more. So when I was young, I was a very picky eater. It's worse when it's in the corner like that.
No, that's real, Graham.
Oh, okay. All right, he's not blinking. It is real, Graham. That was creepy. When I was young, I was a very picky eater.
I forgot I was muted. Sorry, continue.
I was a very picky eater, and I was very fortunate to go to Paris when I was 16, and I kind of made a self-pact to myself of like, French food's supposed to be really good. No more asking what it is, just eat whatever they put in front of me. And went to a restaurant, and a gazpacho came out, which is a cold tomato soup. And I tried it, and I was like, it's really not my thing. I'm sorry, I just really don't like tomatoes. I've since changed. And my mom, thankfully, speaks French, so did some translation. And the waiter took it away, and I was like, all right, no, I'm good. Like, I got dinner coming, I'm fine. And then out came a cucumber gazpacho that the chef had just prepared because he heard someone was not a fan of tomatoes but didn't want them to go without the soup. And I was like, they just did that without anyone asking. And I had it, and it was delicious, and I've never been able to find a place that can replicate it. But it really also kickstarted my, okay, try everything. And that's how I live food life now, is I can not like things, but I can never not try a thing.
That's such a good attitude, Jordan. So
yeah.
I like to think of I like to try things at least twice for that very reason, because I'm willing to make the affordance that the first time that I try something new might not be a good example of it.
Exactly. The only exception to that is chocolate, because I literally can't.
Mm-hmm. If I may, I'd like to go next on this one because it's kind of similar. It's not. I can't exactly remember the time it was because it kind of just happened in the middle of a day, but it was back in the middle of university. And it was the time I decided to consciously start tasting my food. And up to that point, I'd always wondered, like what are these things that people are tasting in their scotch and their wine and in various foods? And it made me stop just shoveling food into my mouth and rotely chewing and think, this is a pleasant sensation on my tongue and going down the gullet and whatnot. Oh, no, I'm tasting berries. I'm tasting tomato. I can taste the cardamom. I'm getting flavors of smoke. I'm getting flavors of paint drying. And like starting to... And really, that's all it takes to training your palate, is making that conscious decision to start examining the sensations that your nerves are giving you when you eat things, and maybe find a metaphor or find a direct comparison. But that's just how you train it, is you start paying attention.
Heck yeah. Awesome.
I just thought of kind of it's a very me story. Hi. Now you're over there.
Hello, man. How's it going?
So when I was a kid, so my parents got divorced when I was like 7 or something like that, and then I ended up basically just spending most of the time with my dad. And one day, this would have been definitely when I was like quite young, like right around 7. My dad makes this meal for us, and he puts it down on my brother and I's plate, and we're like, oh, this is delicious. Like, Dad, what is this? And he turns around and he's like, oh, it's liver. And my brother and I are like, whoa, like the liver from an animal? And he's like, yeah. And we're like, oh, that's amazing. Like, this is so cool. We're eating liver. Awesome. And my brother and we would constantly anytime my dad was like, or I was like, what are you eating for dinner? We'd be like, oh, we want to eat liver. And I would tell like all my friends and stuff at school. They'd be like, I was like, I had liver tonight, and they're like, whoa, gross. And I'm like, yeah, but it was really tasty. And then one day, my dad packs us liver for lunch, and I take it to lunch, and I'm at school, and I open up my lunchbox, and I'm like, yes, yeah, I got liver. And my friend looks over, and he's like, Ben, that's not liver. And I'm like, yeah, it is. My dad told me it's liver. And he's like, those are chicken strips. And it turns out that my dad had just lied at one point and called liver chicken strips. Or chicken strips liver. And my brother and I believed him for so long.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Ben, I was about to take you out for a beautiful chicken liver opera the next time we could go out for dinner. I'm like, I guess not.
But now you understand part of why I love chicken tendies so much.
That's incredible. Also, liver is incredible. It's very good.
Yeah, my dad is a huge troll. Yeah, I love him for that. But yeah, I think it's very fitting.
Look at where Ben gets
Hilarious.
Yeah. Matt,
I've been trying to think of mine.
Chicken libbies.
Chicken libbies.
I have quite a lot of like food memories because Meg and I have done like we go out to a restaurant we've never been to every month up until the pandemic started and we couldn't. And we did it for 2 years, I guess. So like we did a lot of like nice high-end dining and like some of the best meals I've ever had. But the Meg is in chat saying, I miss our food dates. I miss them too. I want to get back to it. It was great. But that has nothing to do with my strongest food memory because embarrassingly, the thing, if I could eat one thing one more time and have it, it's from the Irish Times in Victoria, BC.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
So I have been a carrot cake fiend my entire life.
Oh yeah.
The very first birthday cake I ever remember having was my mom handmade a carrot cake and then frosted it with a Cookie Monster on it. I was 3 years old, and it came to my like daycare, and I had like a Cookie Monster carrot cake for my 3rd birthday party. This is one of my earliest memories on the planet. And that set me on the path of being deeply, deeply, deeply infatuated with carrot cake. But I'm very picky about it. There's a lot of bad carrot cake out there, and I do not like it. But there was a one-off dessert for 1 week at the Irish Times, and I happened to stop in and I saw it on the menu, and they were like 2 wedges of carrot cake like this big, so it was like a big square of carrot cake, and it was about this deep and dense, and like it didn't have raisins, it didn't have
air freshener green, and of course